Chapter 1. Tom Saves. Bumble. Tom was a poor boy. He gathered firewood from the forest and sold it in the market. One day, as Tom walked into the forest, he saw a lady in a pink dress. She sat under a tree and cried. Tom was a kind boy. He quickly went up to the lady and asked, "Why are you crying?" "Oh, no one can help me. My dear, dear Bumble is in trouble. Look up that tree." Tom looked up and saw that a porcupine sat up a tree. It seemed to be stuck there. Tom ran to the tree and started climbing up it. The lady shouted, "Oh, please be careful." Tom brought the porcupine down carefully. The lady was so happy with Tom that she gave him all her expensive jewelry. Tom happily went back home. From that day on, he and his family were never poor again.
Chapter 2. Care for You. One day, Frank was playing with his old neighbor, Mr. Baker's pets. Mr. Baker was busy reading a newspaper on a chair nearby. As he grew old, Mr. Baker would often forget things. That day, he left the stove burning in his kitchen. As Frank played, he saw flames coming from Mr. Baker's kitchen. He remembered the fire drill and called the fire department. Then he ran to Mr. Baker and said, "Your house is on fire. We need to go out at once." Poor Mr. Baker cried nervously, "Frank, go and take the pets and save yourselves. I can't run." Frank pulled Mr. Baker and said, "No, I care for you. I can't leave you here. Come on, I'll help you." He also pushed the cat and the dog out of the door. Then Frank gently led Mr. Baker out. The fire department soon arrived and saved the house. Mr. Baker thanked Frank for saving his life.
Chapter 3. Bill and Ben. One day, Bill and Ben, two brothers, were playing near a pond. Sadly, their ball fell into the pond. Suddenly, the ball bounced out of the pond and hit Ben on the shoulder. Ben shouted loudly, "Ouch, my shoulder!" Bill looked at the strange ball and said, "How did the ball come out itself?" The boy's mother heard Ben shouting and came running when she heard the incident about the ball. She threw the ball into the pool again. Strangely, it came back in a few seconds. Their mother shouted, "Who is there?" A green toad jumped out from the pond and said, "It's me. I want to play too." The boys and their mother were scared. The toad said, "I won't hurt you. I am a magical toad who can talk. I just want friends." The boys accepted the toad as their friend and started playing with it every day.
Chapter 4. Clever Matt. A young man named Matt. A served an old hermit well, so the hermit gave him a magic lamp. When Matt rubbed the lamp, a giant appeared and said, "I am your slave. Give me work or I'll eat everything around me." Matt told the giant to grow crops in his field. The giant completed the work and came back for more. Matt thought of a plan. He said, "Straighten my dog's tail." The giant tried for days but could not straighten the tail of the dog. He grew tired and apologized. Matt forgave him, and they lived as friends from that day. Moral: quick wit always comes handy. Chapter 5. The Peasant and the King. Good, just king ruled his kingdom, but one day an enemy king attacked his kingdom. Unfortunately, he was defeated and fled to a village. A kind peasant treated the king's wounds and cared for him. The king said, "Come to my palace someday and I will reward you." Many years passed. The king won his kingdom back. However, the peasant never went to meet the king. The king sent his ministers to bring him and said, "I give you half my kingdom because you took care of me like a brother." They ruled the kingdom together.
Morale: a kind deed is always repaid. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel.